Okay, so we're here today to talk about plugins, and as you can probably see, my UI is fairly different from the normal UI that comes with VO. That is because of plugins. You can see on the right side of the screen, instead of having what's on the left side of the screen currently there, I have a nice list of all the nearby targets. And that is from the plugin Target List. It's kind of indispensable to a lot of players, and I certainly couldn't play without it. As you can see, it shows a list of all the nearby targets, and I can target them by pressing the number next to them all the way up to 10, which you press the 0 key for. I can also sort that list by various things, sorted by health, faction, and distance. I like to keep it sorted by distance. It makes most sense that way. You can also see that my radar is kind of different and also bigger than normal. That's also another plugin, and I will shortly be showing you a bunch of plugins that I use and how to install them in the Vendetta Online client. But first I'm going to shoot more of these Artemis collectors because they're fun to shoot, and I also kind of want to show off my new trident, which I will be making a video of shortly. The building and all. Anywho, I guess I shall dock this and get to the meat of the matter. Okay, here I have the actual folder that is Vendetta Online that I have this PC OSC program file. That's just where the default installs it. If you want to install it anywhere else, then go ahead and do so, but this is just what I did. And you can see there's all these different folders here, and there's a bunch of other stuff down below it, but I kind of covered that up because it's kind of would reveal my alts, which I kind of don't want to do. And so there's the plugins folder here, and that's where you're going to drop all of your plugins that you download. Now there's several places to download plugins from. The forums on the Vendetta Online official website have the community projects page, where there's a lot of people talking about plugins, but the best place to find plugins is Vendetta Online Unofficial Plugin Repository, voupr.com. And here on the home page you can see the recent updates, but if you go to plugins list, it has all the plugins in the storage here, sorted alphabetically. Another place is the VO wiki page, and if you come here, it's a good page to come to, but there's a plugins section, and here it has all the plugins that are on here, and there's a bunch of them that are doubled up from voupr, but there's also a bunch here that aren't in voupr. So yeah, so now I have set up a little thing. So this is how your plugins look when they're downloaded. They come in zipped files, and what you need to do is open the zip file and just drag and drop. Boom. And it copies it into the plugins folder, and then all you need to do is restart the client or start the client if you don't have it on. This is a list of plugins that I use. This is Trade Assist, what it sounds like. This is the Reporter plugin. I forget what it reports, but I use it. So Cargo Preset lets you, anywho. So you go through the list. This is a list that I have, that I use a lot. This is the plugin that changes the radar thing. Multi-aim allows you to have more than one little lead-off indicator depending on your weapons. What's another one? Flamboyance HUD, you can change the color of your HUD. Honk is fun. Yeah, so there's many plugins, and just kind of load them up as you see fit. Target list is the one that makes a nice list of targets. So that's basics on how you do plugins on PC. Now on Android it's a little different, and I can explain it. It's essentially the same because you have the plugins folder already created in the Android file. Now what you're going to have to do is get a app that will allow you to open those, and there's a few of them. You can go to the Play Store. They're all free, or most of them, and the ones that aren't you don't need to get unless you really feel like spending money. But basically it allows you to do what I'm doing here on my computer, is page through all the different files and get, open stuff, put stuff here and there. And essentially it's the same basic process. After that is you download the plugins from these websites and unzip them into the plugins folder, and once they're in there, you can have your fun. The one plugin I would strongly recommend for mobile is Droid Buttons. And Droid Buttons basically allows you to make your own custom user interface on the touchscreen interface thing, and you're not tied to the actually quite crappy stock interface. So you can come to this website and read it. Again, that's voupr.com is the best, probably the best place to get plugins. Now, I know some players have their own plugin repositories, and there's the one in the wiki that you can get some that you kind of want to use sometimes, depending on what you're doing. But in general, voupr is a place to go, and you can look for updates in the community projects forum. So anywho, that's all for